So let's talk about BTC. So I'll make this quick. So you can actually see that we have a lot of bear candle right here. We broke this zone, right? We broke this zone. So this is like the monthly time frame, and you know the monthly time frame is always very, very vital when it comes to long-term analysis. So let's go to 3 months and check. So this is 3 months, like every 3 months equals to one candle, every 3 months equals to one candle. So you can see how we are rejecting at this zone, and this bear candle engulfed all of this bullish candle and this all the bullish candle at this zone. So we definitely need that. So we have three days for this candle to close. So we need something like this. We need something like this to play out. Just like this bullish candle, another bullish candle again. So we need something like this to play out, like probably with a little bit of wick, maybe a little bit of wick. So we need something like this to play out on BTC. So that's what I'll be waiting for. So this is like the long-term bias on the candlestick analysis. But if you go back to our weekly and try to check what's happening on the markets, you can see we have a weekly supply zone here. So if we start reacting at this zone, that's our, let's go to our monthly. This was a resistance. We broke the resistance zone, came back. Now we are retesting it as a support. Understand? If you don't understand support and resistance, you just need to go back and learn. So this is a resistance zone. We broke the resistance zone. We'll come back and testing it as a support. So it's either we find a support at this zone and start going up, or we break this zone. But on my long-term bias, I see we just have to break this zone. Why? Because if you go to your daily time frame, you can actually see, okay, let's go to our weekly. Let's just tell a story through all our time frames. So you can see this weekly supply zone here. So if we have to go up, back up to this zone before we come back down, we need to grab liquidity at this zone. Understand? So we need to get to probably 31K or 30K before we start going down. But that's not what I'm seeing right now. That's why I said we need to go to a lower time frame. Going to a lower time frame, you can see we have a daily supply zone here. After we have this weekly supply zone now, there are two supply zones now we are like looking out for. So imagine this supply zone getting take out. That's the only time I'll say BTC will get to 32K. Understand? So let's say BTC breaks the supply zone, came back down to retest, and we get to this zone, maybe grab liquidity before we fall down. So until we get to this zone, before I will know if BTC will fall, if we break this supply zone. But mine is dog. But right now, what I'm seeing right now is a bearish flag. I'm seeing a flag. This is a pattern in the market whereby after, is it like a minor retracement? So this is like a bearish flag here. Let's do it this way. The ascending triangle. So we need to break this trend to actually see a fall. So now if we go to our H4 time frame, we can actually see it very, very clear. This is how it's supposed to be. First touch, second touch, third touch. broke this zone. Now we're coming back to retest. If you close above, it's a fake out. Close above, it's a fake out. So we need to close below here before we see BTC start falling. So this is how I see the market right now. So this is a very, very crucial area in the market. This is like a supply zone, a daily supply zone. So we have to look out for the supply zone. But right now, all I'm seeing right now is BTC falling, and we are creating that reaction at this zone. So we're definitely seeing the head and shoulder pattern at this zone. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. If we break, we come back to retest before we see that splurge down to 13K first. The reason why I say 13K first, let me show you why I say 13K first. If we start falling, because that our 13K mark aligns well with, let's go to our monthly so I can show you something. If we draw our trend line, from here, you can see this is not the best trend line, but let me remove this so you won't be confused. So this point is where our trend line aligns with this resistance. If you come back to this zone, resistance turn support. This is also a resistance, and this is also a resistance turn support at this zone. So if we break this zone, if Bitcoin break 19K, close below 19K, we are going to 13K. So if we fail to break this 13K and we close below, we are going to 6K or 5K. So this is a price range. Understand? So that's where I see Bitcoin coming. So everything is just step by step. Bitcoin might start reacting at this zone, and we see Bitcoin taking out our weekly supply zone, or we take out our daily supply zone. If we take out our daily supply zone and close above, we are going to our weekly supply zone, which is 32K. But if we start closing below 19K, we are going to 13K. So everything is step by step. And if we break 13K, definitely we are going to 5K, 6K, 5K. That's why I say Bitcoin will go to 6K or 5K. Don't get me wrong. Everything is just step by step analysis. It's not something I just say, okay, this will happen, this will happen. My last video, I talked about Bitcoin like 4 months ago, Bitcoin going to 19K, and we've already reached our targets here. So everything is step by step, step by step. I can't just tell that Bitcoin will get to this zone or Bitcoin will get to this zone without me making my proper analysis. So there's a supply zone here on our weekly. There's still a supply zone here on our daily. So that's what we are waiting for right now. So after we've seen this break on our H4, we need this candle to close below before we can call this a break. One candle cannot tell if we've broken a level or not. So we need 2 candles to tell us if we've broken this level. So if we have another candle close above the zone, this is a fake out. Then if this is a fake out, you can definitely see price going to grab liquidity at this zone or close below this zone. If we get to this zone again and another candle close below, is a fake out. But if this candle close above, then it's a break of this resistance here. So that's what we are waiting for. Then if we close like this, we are going to 32K. But if we close below, this is a signal for sell to 13K. So that's it for Bitcoin. Yeah, that's it for Bitcoin. Let's see how Bitcoin plays out. Peace.